Hello guys, what is up? It is Spooky Noodles and I'm back with another video. Today we are doing a tag video. This tag is by Josh Workingman's Reads and it's called How Do You Find Time to Read? Tag. And I got the questions right here. So I'm not even gonna write anything down. I'm just gonna spit them. Just gonna tell you them. So let's do this. So, how do you find time to read? Book tag. Let's do this. Let me delete something real quick. Okay. Sorry, I screwed up already, so my apologies. Let's do this. Question number 1. Where's your favorite place to read? I don't really have a favorite place to read. I just read wherever I can. Usually it's downstairs in the living room where I'm at right now is my favorite place to read. I like to read at Holly in the garage. And then I have my room upstairs. This house is in Rochester Hills, so we have a house we're flipping in Holly. That's why I said a Holly garage. So that's different than this house. Don't really have an exact place to read as long as it's quiet enough and there's enough like things going on that I can like read. As long as there's like no like interrupting noises, you know what I'm saying? So like the furnace can be on, but if I hear someone drilling or beating a hammer against a piece of wood, then it becomes really hard to read. But yeah, that's the life of flipping a house. It's hard to read, you know. But anyways, that's question number 1. Question number 2, do you read every day? The answer is no. If I read every day, life would be better. That's for sure. But I don't have the energy to read all the time, especially as of late. And as of late, I've been doing movie reviews because, to be honest, reading has slowly become a chore for me. Once I'm in the book, it's not hard to read. You know what I'm saying? But to get into the book is hard initially. So, you know, I try to read every day, but usually I don't. I also have to write, so because I like writing. I don't have to write, but I like to write. So that's why I try to get some writing in every day. I gotta sneeze in a second here, so I apologize. I'll try to cut it out of the video if I do sneeze, but do I read every day? No. Do I want to read every day? Yes. But that's not my decision sometimes. Sometimes people around me just won't let me read, or I myself just don't have the energy for it. So yeah, I don't read every day. Question number 3, do you read out loud to any family members? No, I don't. I have never read to anybody, so that's, for one, I have a reading disability, so it's hard for me to read things. I have trouble reading reviews all the time, so that's why I've been trying to not read them as much as I used to. Even though I did do that in the last one, I did read a little bit of my review, so yeah. But no, I don't read out to family members unless, of course, I have a question about something I'm writing, and I go, hey, does this sound right? And then I'll spitball it to them, and then they can tell me if it's wrong or something, you know. So yeah, let's just move on to question number 4. Your favorite career for a main character to have in a book, basically. And it says, give an example of a book that has that job in it. I'm going to say 2 things here. One is going to be your average daily working man. Like in Bloodkin by Ronald Kelly. The guy is like a carpenter or something like that. And it's just these normal generic-ass jobs that I enjoy reading about. Sometimes a new career path, it's enlightening to read about because I'd never done it before, so it's fun to like get the perspective of a teacher or something. And another one I like is writers. I'm a writer, and Stephen King is a writer, so I don't know, Misery. I haven't read Misery, but I've seen the movie, and the dude's a writer who gets injured and in a car crash, and his biggest fan basically abducts him. It's pretty good. She starts with good intentions, but then it slowly turns into something else. Another example is Salem's Lot. That has to do with a writer. Actually, a lot of Stephen King books have to do with writers. and I cannot think of any other author that does that a lot. I know there's been books about writers all the time, but I just can't think of them at the moment. You know what I'm saying? But I know Stephen King has a lot of them. Oh boy, it I think has a writer in it. I think Billy or something is oh god, that scared the shit out of me. Oh my gosh. Sorry guys. The light on the ground just fell. That scared the crap out of me. Oh, I thought someone was sneaking behind me about to slap me in the face or something. You know, you gotta stay away from those sneak attacks. But yeah, favorite character. I just like when they have generic ass jobs or when they're writers, you know. Writing, I understand writing, you know. I understand what goes into writing, so you know, reading about a writer is pretty fun. And then, like I said, in Bloodkin by Ronald Kelly, the guy has a normal-ass job, and he's a carpenter, and he builds stuff with his hands. He's a real working man, and, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Just when characters have generic jobs, depending on, like women have, like I shouldn't say manly men and doing manly things, because sometimes I like female characters and, you know, whatever job they have, really. I don't really think about this stuff, I guess, you know. I'm sorry if I, upset anybody, but, yeah, I don't think about this stuff. I don't really usually pay attention to their career paths. But whatever. We'll go move on to the next question because I'm going to get myself into trouble if I continue talking. So, question number 5. Do you read at work? And then it says audiobook or other. So I used to when I had a job. I've been on unemployment for, well, since 2019 of October. So I've been on unemployment since then. So it's been more than a year now. It's been a year and like 4 months or something like that. I'm not good at math, but yeah, it's been a crazy ride. I got laid off in 2019 of October. It was like October, I want to say 26th when I got laid off. It was a really hard day for me. I worked at that company for 5 years. Since I was like, I don't know, 23 years old, I worked there. And now I'm 28 years old. Maybe even 22. I might have been 22 when I started working at PCS. Actually, I might have been 21. Oh my god, I can't remember. Anyways, I was old enough to drink. I know that. Not that I did, but I was old enough to drink. I don't really drink that much. I'm not much of a drinker because I have that alcoholic gene in me. So, I'm already addicted to energy drinks. I don't need to be addicted to alcohol, you know. So yeah, what was I talking about? Did I read at work? Oh my gosh, I got off track, didn't I? Yeah, I did used to read at work when I did work. I was on the night shift and I didn't have a manager on my shift, which got me into trouble sometimes, but, I would put my headphones in and I'd listen to audiobooks while I was working the saw. And the saw is basically, it's an impact saw. I'm trying to give an example. Or not, is it an impact? Yeah, it's an impact saw. Basically, there will be a bunch of bars of steel on it, and the saw will just continuously cut a certain length of the steel. And then once that bar of steel runs low, the next bar will drop down, and then it will cut that. And that's basically what I ran. It was it was a little tough in the beginning, and I never actually learned how to work the machine itself. I was told to do something that was way over my head, and I worked my ass off to do it. Before all I did was I was like a blacksmith, basically. I'd slam a hammer against the pins to make sure they're straight after heat treat. Heat treat is when the pins go to get the surface, they get burned basically in a big oven, and it strengthens the steel, I guess, or something like that. I forget, or makes them more acceptable to bending. But when it does it, they bend a lot, so you have to straighten them with the hammer, and then they go into the grinder, where the grinder can actually cut or grind the steel or whatever. You don't need to learn about you don't need to know about my old job. But basically, I had a few jobs at this company, and one of them was running the saw, and I was able to listen to an audiobook a lot during the day job, or the night shift, I should say. And when I say night shift, I mean from 2:30 to 11. That's the shift. So I don't know what to call that. I'm just going to say the night shift or the afternoon shift. I listened to audiobooks, and then I would always bring a book in on my lunch breaks. So when I worked the day shift, I would just read on my breaks, you know. I'd get 2 15-minute breaks and then a 30-minute break. And I read on those, or I listened to an audiobook, depending. I love to read, guys. And I'm hoping this year is a good reading year. It's already a pretty good year so far for reading, but yeah, when I worked, I didn't have much time to read, so I read as much as I could in between working, you know. If I worked the afternoon shift or whatever you want to call it, I would put my headphones in and listen to an audiobook. I would listen to The Outsiders. I listened to They Thirst. I listened to a lot of books via audiobooks. So, and I still do listen to a lot of audiobooks. Like right now, I'm listening to Christopher. What do you say? What's his name? I think it's Christopher Triana, or Triana, one of the two. It's called Gone to See the Riverman, I think it's called. Very odd story so far, I got to admit. It's a pretty odd story. A lot of people like this story, and it's got to have a good ending, because right now I'm leaning towards 3 stars, but if the ending blows me out of the water like everyone says it will, then I think I'm going to give it a 4-star. I don't see this being a favorite of mine. It's a really good story, don't get me wrong. It has a lot of taboo ideas, and that's not what bothers me. It's just kind of slow in the beginning, you know? But it's starting to lead up a little bit. We just had a big graphic scene. It was really good. I think the first character died in the book, so that was pretty exciting. But it's like, it's not even really a horror book, you understand? And of course the ending just blows it out of the water, and I hear it does. So but we'll see. Definitely enjoying that. I have a bunch of audiobooks I have to listen to. I have one by Gary Brandner that I want to listen to called Brain Eaters, I think it's called. I saw it on Cameron Chaney's channel, and I was like, well, yeah, I gotta watch this or listen to this. I got a few that I actually really want to listen to. There's the Silver River Run Red, which is the first audiobook in the Splatter Western series. I'm surprised they don't do more audiobooks for the Splatter Westerns, because I would definitely listen to some Splatter Westerns. The one that they have, the Silver River Run Red, is by Christina Morgan, I think. And I could be wrong, but I'm going to listen to that next after this Christopher Triana book. Sorry about the burp or something, I don't know. Whew. Problems being fat, guys, is you get a lot of indigestion issues and heartburn and blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. If you're fat, you know, you understand what I'm saying. I got a little off track, didn't I? I do like to listen to audiobooks and read books at work when I have time. I don't know what my next job's gonna be. For all I know, I'll be a sandwich maker. I don't know. As long as I'm an author on the side, I can do my hobby. I'll be happy with any job I get. I just slowly not becoming a tag. This is slowly becoming a life vlog or whatever. But yeah, it's I really enjoy reading. I do. I really enjoy reading, but lately it's just been a little bit too much for me. So with this being said, the last thing is, tell me what book you are going to read today, and it says also tag someone to do the tag. So I'm going to really quickly do this, and then I got something to say. So here we go. Question number 6. Tell me what book you are going to read today. I have it right here, actually. Let me get it for you guys. Hold on one second. I'm going to read a little bit of this for Women in Horror Month. This is Haley Piper's Benny Rose, the Cannibal King. I've been reading this for quite a while now, and I put it down because it was starting to get like slow down a little bit. But it picked up, definitely picked up. And it's getting very interesting. There's been a lot of good scenes since I left off last time. Like, I feel like I was just getting to the nitty-gritty stuff, and I'm there now, so it's really exciting. I'm on chapter 12, page 99, and Benny Rose, the Cannibal King by Haley Piper. It's really good so far. I've had some issues with it being a little slow in the beginning, but they were trying to build character, and I do like the characters. There's not, like, you could hate the characters for certain things, but I don't hate anybody, you know? I like all the characters, and it's sad to see some die and some live, you know? Or not really sad to see them live. I'm happy that they're alive right now in the story, but I'm kind of, what I'm saying is I'm invested in the characters, and I think the author did a good job. It was a little slow in the beginning, but I've been having that problem with a lot of books lately, so maybe it's just me. I've just wanted a lot of action in my books, and I haven't been getting a lot of action in my books. They've been a lot of, like, slow-building books. Like, haunted house stories are like that. Haunted house stories. They're like, slow-building, and I'm not the biggest fan of, like, the Amityville Horror, or, that's actually the only haunted house story I think I've read. I think I tried to read that Shirley Jackson book, or not Shirley Jackson, or maybe it was Shirley Jackson. I don't remember. I don't remember her name. Tell me if I'm close, but she did well, she made a story called We Always Lived in a Castle, but that's not the one I'm Haunting of Hill House. That's it. I think I tried to give that one a shot, but I couldn't get into it. I think I listened to a little bit of the audiobook, but it was bored me. There was another haunted house story I think I've read before, and it bored me too. So I'm not really into slow burns or slow building stories. But I don't think any of the books that I've been reading lately have been slow building, because I'm on page 99 in this book, and it's been a lot of action, and yet I'm still having a problem with the character building, you know? I just want to get in, and I want to watch the action and horror ensue, you know? But that's just a me problem. I've been bored, and, but yeah, I'm going to read this book today. I haven't started reading yet today, but I'm going to read this book, and if you want to know what this book's about, well, go look it up on Goodreads. But I'll tell you really briefly. It's about these kids, Desiree, Jesse, Sierra, and Gabriella. I think that's her name, or Gabriel. No, Gabriella, I think that's it. And then there's one more girl, I think. I can't remember all their names, and they're all not important. But then you have Paul, who is the best friend's boyfriend, or the boyfriend's best friend, and then the boyfriend his name was Paul. So those are all the characters, and then you have Benny Rose, obviously, and a bunch of old geezers that are basically trying to. Well, I don't want to ruin it for you guys, but Benny Rose is this burn victim a long time ago. It's like an urban legend. It's this burn victim who what was it? Anyways, he comes in, he's like an urban legend, and he's like the Hook urban legend, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, very, very, very good story so far. It's got its own little take on the Hook story, kind of, or whatever. Like, there was a movie that was kind of like this, but I can't remember what it was called. It was about this lady ghost, and every like anniversary of her death, they celebrate by dressing up as her and, you know, spooking people. I forget what it's called though. I watched it a long time ago. It was actually a pretty good slasher flick. It was like a ghost slashing and killing people. It was really good. And then the twist at the end, I think, was that one of the girls were the long lost daughter of the serial killing ghost, and I think she tries to use that to her advantage to stop the ghost. But I don't think that's going to be what this book turns into. They definitely have the same similar vibe to them. Whatever that other book was called, it's gone. I don't remember what it's called. I have it in my head, but it's gone. But anyways, Benny Rose is, instead of a girl ghost, it's a guy. You don't know if he's a ghost or a deformed person. You don't really know what he is, but he has the power to burn your flesh with his touch, and he will eat you. So obviously he's trouble for these teenagers who all they wanted to do was prank the new girl, which sounds innocent enough. They try to make it sound like they're doing a really bad thing, but I don't see it as a bad thing. And the characters are redeemable. They're really good characters, especially Desiree. A lot of character, what do you call it? Structure. I don't remember what the word is I'm looking for. Development. A lot of character development with Desiree. And Gabrielle is a big question mark because I don't know what's her problem, what's her deal. She's got to be a part of this. Like, she's got to be like luring in the teenagers to die to Benny Rose or something like that. I don't know. I don't know what the deal is, but all I know is that they're running away from Benny Rose, and some die, some live. I don't know. Actually, they might all die for all I know. Right now, they're going through this big chase scene again, and the chase scene is kind of tiring. They went into one old lady's house. It didn't work out. Then they went into another old person's house, and I don't know what's going to happen there because that's where we are at the moment. It's big. I hope it's not the same thing over and over again. I don't want it to be redundant. I do have, I'm on page 99, and there are 159 pages. So I got 50 pages left to go. Right? Or is it 60? No, 50 pages, I think. You guys do the math for me. I think it's 50 pages. I'm not good at math, though, so, if it's 100, if it's 99, well, 50 plus 99, right, is, no, that's not right. I don't know, guys. I'm not good at math. Don't listen to me. But anyways, yeah, that's what I'm reading today. It's a good book by Haley Piper. It's for Women in Horror Month. I'm also going to try to fit in Wrath James White for this month, because it's Black History Month as well. It stinks that both the month of February is Black History Month, and then they decided to make it also Ladies in Horror Month, because now I gotta, split my time between those. I don't have to. I want to. You know what I'm saying? I want to respect female authors and Black authors who possibly can be female as well. But unless, of course, I read a female Black author, I'm probably not going to be able to connect the two holidays, I do have a book by Michelle Renee Lane called Invisible Chains. I'm 30% through that book, and I stopped a long time ago. And I even apologized to her and bought a signed copy because I did feel kind of bad. That I told her I'd review it. She sent me a free copy that I never did. So I decided to go out and buy a signed copy from her. So I think we're cool. I'm going to review her book one day, but for now, I'm sticking to what I'm doing. I already started Haley Piper's Benny Rose, the Cannibal King, in January. So I want to finish it this month. And then I have The Resurrectionist, which I'm 130 pages into. I don't actually know the exact amount of pages I'm in on that book, but I'm doing pretty well. There's 320 pages or something like that in that book. 323 pages, I think. I'm probably wrong, but I have the old Leisure copy. I think it's Leisure. So I don't have the new updated version. So the new updated version might be even better than what I'm reading, but I'm enjoying what I'm reading so far. And yeah. But that's the other book I'm going to read is The Resurrectionist by Rath James White. And then I'm not saying I'm obligated to read a female horror author and then a female or a black horror author. I'm not obligated to do that. I don't even have to do that if I didn't want to do that, but I want to do it. And then once I'm finished, I have a TBR that I want to blow through. I still have Bloodkin by Ronald Kelly I need to finish. I hear James outside barking, so I'm going to walk all over there. Not all over there, but over there. I can't talk today. I'm going to let him out, in, basically. Excuse me. He's a good boy. Say hi, James. Say hi, James. Oh, you're cold. You're cold. But, yeah. Gonna read The Resurrectionist by Rath James White. That's my Black History Month book. And then, oh, let me move my laptop for you, buddy. Thanks, James. Last thing is also tag someone. I'm not going to tag anybody, by the way. If you want to do this, you're free to do it. I guess I'll tag one person. I think it would be fun to do this tag. Jay Maddox. This would be an easy tag for you if you could find the time. But other than that, yeah. What was I talking about before I went to go let James in? I thought I had something to say. I forget what it was, though. Yeah, I'm reading Rath James White. That book is creepy as all hell. I have a friend who's reading it right now, and they're like 70% through it, more than I am. I'm 50% through it. So they're 70% through it, and they said it gets very creepy. And I believe them because what I've read so far is very creepy. So, yeah. And I have a whole story I plan to talk about when I get to that book. And then I'm going to do a movie versus book challenge. I don't know what to call it. Basically, I'm going to review the book and the movie together. But I'm going to do I think I'm going to do them separately. I'm going to do like the book review, and then I'm going to do book versus movie. Because I have the movie. It's called Come Back to Me. And so it gave a big spoiler when I read this description of the movie. And I was so bummed out because I didn't know that happens in the book. So that kind of bummed me out. But that's kind of why I stopped reading the book in January. Actually, I stopped reading it in December, or I think it was the end of November I stopped reading Rath James White's The Resurrectionist. And I plan to hop back into it sometime this month, after I finish Benny Rose the Cannibal King by Haley Piper. I plan on hopping into that Rath James White book. Rath James White's one of my favorite authors. I read Skins and I enjoyed that one, and I'm enjoying The Resurrectionist. I own a bunch of other books by him that I plan on reading soon. And then I got to read Andre Duza eventually, too. He's another favorite of mine. I loved his zombie book, WZMB. It's the only zombie book I've ever read, but I really enjoyed it a lot. So that's another Black author you guys got to go check out if you are into the whole Black History Month thing. I am. I love learning about Black accomplishments and stuff like that. If you don't know anything about me, I don't mean to get any like political or anything like that, but I'm a big supporter of Black Lives Matters. I know I'm probably going to get some hate for this, but I am. I've donated money to the cause. I actually plan on buying their really cool hat that goes into their charity. So, it's like this, it has 3 yellow lines and it says Black Lives Matter. I want that hat really badly. Maybe for my birthday, I'll ask for it. But, you know, it's hard when your family doesn't believe in the same beliefs, I guess. It's not really a belief, but it's a movement. It's hard when no one is on, not on your side, but like, they just don't share the same beliefs. I don't know what to say. I don't know how to say. I'm starting to lose this video. This video is getting out of my hands here. Basically what I'm saying is I'm a big supporter of Black Lives Matter. and the black community. If you don't know, I've dated black girls in the past. So I'm just, I don't know. I enjoy Black History Month, learning about Black history, and yeah, like the other day I read about oh, now I'm gonna forget his name, Frederick Douglass, I think it was. He prayed with his feet, and that's what got him popular. But he he was a really smart guy, and like the government looked up to him and stuff like that. And at the time, no one looked up to black people, so it was weird. But for the time, that is. Because this was back when there were like slaves, so he was a really important. Frederick Douglass was a really important figure in Black history. And actually, there's an epic rap battle. If you want to go watch it, it's Frederick Douglass versus Thomas Jefferson, and very good epic rap battle. One of my favorites. Thomas Jefferson does a really good job, and Frederick Douglass came in with heat. He came with absolute heat. He blasted Thomas Jefferson, and it was amazing. I love watching epic rap battles of history. If you don't know what that is, you're missing out totally. I learn stuff all the time from epic rap battles of history. I was hoping they'd do one this month and do like a black history figure, dissing somebody, or two black people dissing somebody, like maybe bring Key and Peele back, like they did with Martin Luther King Jr. versus Gandhi, and Michael Jordan versus Muhammad Ali. If they could bring Key and Peele back for another black versus black rap battle, that would be awesome. Because Key and Peele are hilarious, and the bars they drop are so dope. Like, there was this one bar in the Martin Luther King versus Gandhi one. He goes, how does it go? I'm like redoing the whole song in my head. I admire the way you stopped the British power, but I have a dream that one day you'll take a shower. That was one of the lines. And if you don't think that's bars right there, if that's not heat right there, you need to go check out the whole song then, because the whole song has like some dope-ass music, dope-ass rhymes, dope-ass lines, whatever you want to call it. It's dope as fuck. Go check out Epic Rap Battles of History. Seriously, you're doing yourself an injustice not watching Epic Rap Battles of History. So much fun, and you learn stuff. I mean, what... You're having fun and you learn stuff. That's crazy, guys. I mean, I enjoy it. I'm not saying everyone's going to enjoy it. I mean, some people don't like rap, and if you don't like rap, then that sucks. But, and I understand why you wouldn't like rap. Okay, I'm getting on a little bit of a tangent here, but I understand why some people wouldn't like rap because, well, the rap shit they have on the radio these days is complete garbage. It's hot shit, and they know it. Not in a good way either. It's like hot steaming pile of doo-doo. But there are still good rappers out there. I think my boy Chino XL still spitting bars. R.A. the Rugged Man still spitting bars. You got some newer rappers like, okay, these are kind of like, these rappers spit some like sad bars, but Ivan B, Whit Laurie, they're really good. NF is really good. So still got some lyricists out there, The lyricist rap is not dead yet, but it's dying, and it's a shame. I actually wrote a rap song today. Well, not really a song per se. I wrote a verse. It's like 12 bars. It's not really that long, but I rapped it to a really short beat or instrumental or whatever you want to call it. And I'll probably, I don't know if I'll record it or not, but if I do, then I'll post it on YouTube. And you guys can laugh at me because, my stuff is ridiculous. But, yeah, it was all fun. And, it was all for fun. And it was fun. I had fun doing it. So, if I had fun doing it, I don't care what anyone thinks. You know what I'm saying? Diss me if you want. I don't care. I did it for fun. I posted a few of my raps on my channel, and so far, I think I'm developing a better flow, for sure. You'll see in my new, if I do upload it, you'll see in my new one that I'm improving a lot. So that's good. Like I said, I'm not going to tag anybody in this video, but I do want to say something really quickly before I go. I think I'm going to take a small little break. Obviously, I'll still do book mail if I get book mail. Uh, and if I do a review, I will do a review. But I'm going to slow down on the videos a little bit. Like, I'm not going to do a book mail video the first time I get a book mail. Like, I'm going to save and collect a few books. I'm not buying a lot of books right now, so I only have 2 actual physical copies coming in the mail right now. One from my friend, author friend, and then another from my eBay. I'm getting 2 really cool books. I think they're both... One's cosmic horror. The other one is... Actually, it's like explicit horror or sexy horror, if you will. I don't know what to call it, actually. Got a kernel in my mouth, sorry. I just ate some popcorn. I ate some popcorn and drank some milk, and I got this weird taste in my mouth, so that's kind of weird. But anyways, what was I talking about? I got ADHD, guys, and that's why this video is 35 minutes long. Or 36 minutes long. What was I saying? Rap is just garbage on the radio, and, yeah, I wrote a rap song today. But like I said, I'm gonna take a break from posting like every day. I'm not gonna do any tags. I'm gonna do book mail. I'm gonna collect, like, I'll do book mail. They should be like, I should get 2 packages in the same day, but it does say one's coming the 16th and one's coming the 17th. One's already in Detroit, and the other one's still in North Carolina. So I might get them one on the 16th and one on the 17th. If that's the case, then you're going to see a book mail on the 17th. I'm going to wait till both books get in to do the book mail video. So you might see a movie review. You might see a book review. You won't see a book tag, though. And you might see one book mail video. But after that, you might not see a lot of book mail videos. Because I'm slowing down on buying books, y'all. I can't buy books anymore. I got too many books on my shelf. And even though it's fun showing off books, I got to read some of these books. Or else I'm going to have an endless pile of books I'll never read in my life. You know what I'm saying? So I got to read the books I have, the books I own. And it all starts this year because I am doing what I couldn't do last year, and that's finish books. So I'm going to finish The Resurrectionist. I'm going to finish Ron Kelly's Bloodkin. Resurrectionist by Wrath James White, by the way. I'm just going to finish a bunch of books that I started and didn't finish, like Island by Richard Lehman. I want to start my first Ketchum book soon. Jack Ketchum book. I think I'm going to read Red. There's a few small little books that I want to read. Like, there was this Western horror book I want to read. I forget what it's called. And then there's this book, it's like a detective horror story, and that one's going to be good. It's by Laird Barron, I think his name is. I might be saying his name wrong, but I hear good things about his book, The Croning. And the book I have is called The Man with No Name, I think it's called. I'm not sure. I forget what it's called, or it was either The Man with No Name or just No Name. I'm not really sure. I can't recall. But, yeah, this video is going on way too long. I'm so sorry. The dogs are asleep right now. I spent a little bit of my time writing today. So I wrote a little bit today. I wrote 1,000 words in 10 freaking minutes. That's like a record for me, y'all. Like, I've never written that much in that a minute. I have to think about what I'm going to write, and that alone takes like 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So really, I wrote for like 5 minutes and thought for 5 minutes. So I don't know if 1,000 words in 5 minutes is any good, but that's basically what I did. I wrote 1,000 words today. In Space Waste, I'm on page like 73, but that doesn't really show you what the word count is like. I want to say it's 2,130. I think it is. So that's what it is. When you condense the document in Word, it becomes a longer book. So me telling you what the page count is doesn't really give you an idea of how big the book's going to be. How big the book is going to be. I can't talk today. So yeah, it's going to be a novella for sure. I just don't know how long of a novella it is, if it's going to be a shorter novella or a longer novella. Right now, it's starting to look like a longer novella, but we'll see. I'm aiming for novella because I want to write my first novella. But if it happens to be a novel, that's cool too. You know, a really short novel, that'd be cool. I'm having a lot of fun with it. I'm writing different perspectives and stuff like that. Like you have a character named Zachary, character named Imani. You have a character named Tyson. You have a character named Bruce, or just known as the scrawny kid to Tyson. Then you have Mohawk, that's his name. No one bothered to learn his real name. And you have this character called Miathasu. And please don't steal that name. It took me forever to come up with that name. Miathasu is this big hulking alien. And he's kind of like Thanos, if Thanos was different. You know, it's hard to explain. He's like kind of like the figure Thanos. He doesn't look like Thanos at all, but he's like that intimidating force, you know, like he'll fuck your world up or your galaxy up. Like just with a snap of a finger, basically everything's over, you know. Okay, maybe not in the snap of a finger, but it takes a little bit more for this guy to do what he's got to do. But basically, the only way you can kill him is, well, you have to read the story in order to figure that out. Really enjoying writing that story. Space Waste is amazing. Space Waste the title itself was created by my sister because, honestly, I couldn't come up with a name for the story. I kept going and over again, and finally I came up with Space Waste. So, and there's a whole story behind how this story came about, but I don't want to get into it because the person that helped me create the story in the beginning, basically what I did was I created the first chapter, and then a bunch of other people took over and wrote their own chapters to the story, and I didn't like the direction the book was going, so I took it and I changed it. You know, I didn't take it per se. I created the book. So, you know, basically what I did was I changed all the names. I changed the storyline. The characters are different in their own ways. Like, I made Tyson a drunken, or not a drunk, but just Zachary's a drunk. I made him a drunk. He wasn't ever a drunk in the beginning, but he is now. Tyson is one of those, what's the word? He's just one of those old guys who just don't want to work. You know what I'm saying? But he has to work, and he's there showing up for work every day. You know, and he's reliable, but he don't want to be there. So, yeah, I'm thinking of the word, but I can't think of the word right now. Begrudging? No, that's not it. I don't know. I can't think of the word at the moment, but yeah, just know, yeah, that's what it is. Basically, this space crew goes into a facility, and once they enter, it goes in lockdown, and they can't escape, and they're trapped with a bunch of monsters. That's all you need to know. After that, chaos ensues, and it's awesome. I'm writing it so far. It's going well, and yeah. I did a lot of foreshadowing, but you don't know it's foreshadowing. I probably shouldn't say that because that might ruin it for you guys, but I tried to do foreshadowing. I'm working on that stuff. I don't know how to do foreshadowing very well. Like, I tried my best, but we'll see if it goes over well with the audience. But yeah, back to what I was saying before. I'm sorry, I'm getting off track here. My medicine's wearing off, and I'm just, my ADHD is going off the charts right now. But anyways, I got 2 more things to say, and then we're out. We're outie. So, I just want to repeat what I was going to say before. I'm going to be taking a break on videos. If I watch a movie, finish a book, or I get those 2 books in the mail, you won't see a movie otherwise, or a video otherwise. If I finish a book, then, what was that noise? Sorry. It's the couch. I'm moving. My leg is bouncing up and down, and I thought I heard something. But, anyways, yeah. what was I saying? Oh yeah, I'm just slowing down with the videos, basically is what I'm saying. And tomorrow is Valentine's Day, but it's something else for me. For one, it's my dog's birthday. Lula turns 3 years old. She's right over there. I don't know if you could see her, but there she is. James is on the other chair. Lula turns 3 years old tomorrow, so I'll be celebrating that. And I have an author spotlight video going on Nikki's channel. I don't know if I'm supposed to announce that, but I am. I'm super stoked about it, so if you made it this far, now you know. And if you don't know, now you know. All right, so I'm going to say peace out now. I hope you guys are having a great day. I hope you have a spooky night, and I'll catch you in the next video. Yo, peace out.